Yo, what's going on, guys? It's MADTREED here, and in today's video, I'm going to go over the best settings to use right now in Battlefield 6. I'm going to go over controller, graphics, audio, everything you need to have that one up on your competition, make the game look better, feel better. You know I got you guys. So to see more setups like this, make sure to smash that like button right down below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Come join the community. It's completely free and I would really appreciate it. All right, everyone, let's get right into it. Guys, I put so many hours into this, fine-tuning these settings, getting the consensus best overall. I've played every Battlefield, I have a lot of experience, and I want to share to you my personal settings to help you get that one up on your competition and have a great experience on Battlefield 6. So far, this game has been amazing. Guys, let's start with graphics. So the first step is we want to do auto performance. We want the performance. I'm using the Xbox Series X Next Gen with an Elite Series 2 controller with paddles, just to have that context for you. World brightness, I bumped it up a little to 55. If you feel you're having issues with some darkness in certain parts of the area of maps, you can bump it up a little, but I only went up a little. It was good enough for me. Left the UI brightness, sharpness, we went to 65, get a little more crispier graphic and image on the maps. And again, these are subjective. You can bump these up or down the way you want. I'll do my best to go through each individual settings menu, but guys, if you need to, just stop the video. You'll see these, okay? If I miss anything, just stop the video. You can see it on here. Field of view, personally, I like 110. I don't like going all the way up or down. 110 is the sweet spot for me. I left vehicle third-person field of view 83. Weapon field of view, we always want to make sure it's wide to help with visual recoil. Weapon motion blur, world motion blur. We want camera shake, off, and camera shake is the lowest we can go is 50. Reduce sprint camera bobbing. We gotta turn this on. It's gonna help with visual, okay? Turn this on. Chromatic, and this we want off, film grain, all this off, all right? We do not need this. Interface and HUD, I actually left majority of these on. A lot of these are default. Advanced HUD, we need to go in here. This is some things you could change and cater the way you like it. This is personally how I have it. I have the mini-map size a little larger. And I'm going to show you all this down here. And I did adjust these too. View distance on foot, so you'll see these. And again, if you got to pause the screen, go for it, guys. And then some of these here, okay? So we're going to go to the next one. So just make sure, guys, when you're going through this here, if you feel you want to adjust it, go for it. And then go in and out of games, see how it feels, okay? One thing we want to change is crosshairs and indicators. We need to go in here, and for me, I like to change this. I like the crosshair color. I like this aqua type of teal color. It helps me visually see, and I always change it to this, okay? And you'll see I like thin. I don't want it too much in my screen. And we want to turn this off. That way we don't get that kind of motion sickness when it's moving around, so turn that off. I'm going to go down here, so I left these pretty much the same. So in graphics, I'm trying to see, there's really nothing else here, so we're pretty much good with the graphics side of it. Next, I'm going to go to audio. I just want you guys to maybe tweak this a little, right? The game's very loud. I went to master volume, I went to 85. Music volume, I turned down a little. Other than that, I'm using headphones. Again, you could change this if you need to, but I like headphones and I left the default mix. It sounds great to me. I haven't had any issues, and I did turn off the radio music. I don't need this. So we just turned it off. If you want the music, go for it, but I have Spotify for that, right, guys? So we don't need that. Next, the big one, we're going to controller, guys. It's going to be really intense here. There's a lot of settings. So for me, we're going to hit Y to edit these settings, and they have individual infantry, ground vehicles, so make sure you go through these. But the first thing I want to do is go all the way down to controller tuning, and we want to go with here and turn all vibration off. So if you haven't done it already, turn all the vibration off. We do not need this, okay? Turn that all off. Now, for the controller dead zones, this is subjective, but for me, it worked best. So I have center dead zone off for both of these, 0, 0 for left and right. I left the axial dead zone to 7 on both, but I did 100 for max input threshold for the right stick, and the left stick I went 75. This is what feels best for me. And then controller triggers, I have 0 for the dead zone left, and then right 0. And then match these with 100 threshold input. I'm telling you guys, this is going to help you feel better in this game. Now we're going to go into the actual controller settings. So we're going to go to Infantry. We're going to hit Edit. So this is very detailed, guys. Spent many hours. This is what works for me. If you feel you can deal with a higher sensitivity, go for it. But remember, this is Battlefield. We want to slow it down a little more. This is not Call of Duty, right? So make sure here, play with this. But 48 was the sweet spot. And I'm telling you guys, so many hours I've been playing this. I've played the beta as well and this retail. So I have a lot of experience, and I think 48 is the absolute best. Field of view, again, 110, ideal, perfect. Vertical aim ratio, vertical zoom ratio, I matched these at 45. I changed it from the default. Uniform infantry aiming, I have off, and make sure all these are 100% to gain the maximum aim assist. Now, the consensus overall, I looked at this, I tried many different input curves and how it reacts. These were the absolute best for my personal gameplay, and I feel I have improved so much, guys. I can't even tell you. So make sure you change these to the following: BF1, BF4, BF1, BF4. Mimic these two, but stick input acceleration, we want BF1. The biggest one too in this, we want aiming left right acceleration to 70. This is the sweet spot. I overall consensus, this is a game changer. If you feel you really need to go down a little, I would go anywhere from 60 to 80, in between that range. But 70 was the absolute best for me. Again, tweak it the way you need to. Try it in the firing range, hop into a game. But I'm telling you, 70 is a game changer. Other than that, we can change this. So with the slide here for movement, I have the right paddle on my controller. That's how I use to slide. I didn't need to adjust this button, so you could actually map it to something else. That's how I do it. And this is how I have my infantry sprint, all this here. And then down here, I left all the aim sensitivity default 100. I did mess around with this. I changed these back and forth. I feel it did not help. So I left these default. I went back to 100 here, okay? But if you feel you want to try to adjust, maybe slow it down a little more, you can play with these, especially these two right here. But I left them default 100. And then I like interact reload, prioritize interact. I left that. Some people might want prioritize reload. To be honest, guys, I couldn't tell a major difference. I had no issues reloading or interacting with any fights. I left it at prioritize interact, especially with Battle Royale coming out. I would just leave that, okay? And then here, you could change the way your preferences are, but this was perfect for me. And then mount breakout, I like instant. I always want to be snappier. I would do that as well. And then flick look, I just disabled this. I do not use it. I feel there was no major need to enable this. I just turned it off. Also, guys, here we're gonna look at these vehicles briefly. And what I would say is this: copy these the way I have it, especially in these ground vehicles. This worked perfect for me, the way I was moving, and especially if you're in a gunner seat driving. Do this as I have it here, okay? I'm not going to read through all this, but go through this, okay? And again, aiming left right acceleration still at 70. If these don't carry over, you might have to individually do it. Hopefully they'll carry over from infantry to the other ones, but again, make sure you adjust these, okay? And then here for transport vehicle, it's the same. I'm just going to go over it quick. And then lastly, we have aircraft. I'm going to go down quick again so you can see it. But guys, here too, just a heads up, for the ground vehicles and transport and everything, I changed my button layout to alternative for these, for the alternate. So I would adjust that too. It feels better for the vehicle aspect of it, okay? But all I would tell you is this, guys, for infantry, leave that at default, okay? I did not change the button map out or layout. I like default, but I'm just giving you a heads up, change these to alternate, okay? Let me make sure I get the gunner one for you guys too if you need to, okay? Go. Alright, I pretty much got them all here, and this is the controller too. You could change the mappings, but I did not touch any of this, guys. I left it, alright? Alright, so we're pretty much done here. That was a lot, so again, if you have to pause the screen or anything, I got you. Again, I'm personally using controller, so I did not do anything mouse and keyboard. So next here, we did the graphics here. I want to make sure everything looks good again, just to show you guys. All right. And I know we did the audio, just want to show you one more time. System here, I left pretty much default here. I didn't really mess with anything, just to be honest with you. Again, we turned off the music. I do like the scoreboard ping. I did remember leaving that on. That way, for me, you hold the start button, the menu pops up. I do like it. I would leave that on, okay? And I took off any type of data sharing. We don't need all that, okay? And I did leave crossplay on. Guys, just a quick tip. We did try playing with crossplay off. To be honest with you, I would just leave it on. I feel like it's really good. I didn't see any major need or any competitive advantage for turning this setting off. So if you have debates in your parties, I would just say overall leave crossplay on. That way you're facing everybody, okay? Also, guys, accessibility, it might be a quick recap here of mainly all the other options, but this is how I have it, okay? I'm just going to go over it quick again for you. If there's anything here you want to take down. But again, make sure all the vibrations off. We don't need these tutorials popping up everywhere. So this is how I have it, alright? And then camera effects, just to reiterate these again, make sure you have this the way I have it, guys. Alright? So that's pretty much it. We went over a lot. I know we went over a lot of different categories here. I'm going to go over this one last time. Again, infantry aim, play around, guys. Go down, up, 48, sweet spot for me, okay? But that's it, guys. I wanted to get this out to you as quick as possible. I didn't want to get it out that same day when release came out because I actually wanted to test these and put many hours in to tweak it till I could confidently say use these settings, all right? But guys, I really appreciate everyone hanging out. I know it's a lot in the video. I did my best to fly through it. If you have any other further questions, you need help, leave a comment down below. I always do my best to answer everyone as fast as I can. But guys, I do appreciate it. And if you're still here, please hit that subscribe button. Come hang out. I do stream on the weekends. All right, take it easy. Peace.